Hello art friends, Dr. Beck here. Welcome to Artwazze, where learning is fun. Today we're going to be drawing an iguana. Let's get started. To draw an iguana, we're going to need some white paper, a pencil, an eraser, a Sharpie, some colored pencils, and pastels if you have. I sketched out the iguana first so that in case I made any mistakes, which we all do, I could erase and get it ready and do the drawing quickly for you. You can follow along and pause the video if you need to, because we all make mistakes. Okay, come about a third of the way down on the paper, and you're going to put in a line, a little swerved line like this, for the iguana's mouth. Comes almost halfway over to the paper. What I like to do is I like to teach you different points to come in and out of so that we're not drawing it too tight quickly. Next, I want to put the eye in next. And I'm going to put the eye in right here. And the eye is kind of going to look like a football. And I'm going to give it a second coat in here, so it's a line parallel to the other line. And then I'm going to put an eyeball in here and a pupil in there. Okay? Next, above the eye, I want to come in and make an upside down soft U. And I'm going to come down like that. And then this line here is going to come out and all the way over to the other side of the paper. Next, I want to get where the other eye is, but we're not going to actually see the eye itself. But right in this area is going to be the eye. It's going to come up, bend down a little. Going to come around, make a little bump here. Okay, next we're going to have a little bump down here, and then we're going to get under his mouth like that. Now the next thing I want to do before I put the bottom of the body in is I want to find a spot somewhere in the middle of this area here. You could do it, judge it wherever you want, and watch this, the letter C. We're going to put the letter C in there. We're going to come up here. We're going to make a little mountain and come down to the joint right there and stop. We're going to make a little dip here and come out and over and stop right there. That looks pretty cool. Next, we're going to put his 1 foot right in here. We're going to make a little dip there, and we're going to come all the way out. Loop it around, come up, and stop. We're going to come down, make this little claw a little longer. Up, and stop. Down, and stop. Oh, let's touch it. See?
What part of the iguana is that, Dr. Beck?
This is his claw, right there, his foot. Now, we're going to put the neck and bottom of the iguana right to there. Simple line just like that. And watch this. This line is going to disappear behind his foot, and we're going to pick it up right here, over. Next, we want to put these little spikes on it and make them all perfect. Make them uneven. Okay. And then we're going to add some down here. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to draw in with my Sharpie is just a few, even though he's got all these scales on his body, I'm not going to be drawing every little scale for this. We're going to make this creative and fun. We're going to put where some of the stripes and design, you can make whatever design you like. The more the better. Come in. And that's all the drawing I'm going to do before we get to color. Okay. Okay, we're going to start with our colors. We're going to start with pastel first. You're going to use a paper towel, and we're going to dip the paper towel into the pastels. Instead of applying the pastels on here, it'll give it a nice soft background and blend beautifully. We're going to be using for this particular iguana some yellow, green, and blue. And I'm going to start with the yellow first, and I just started with yellow before a second. I'm just going to put a little yellow in a few spots, maybe some over here. Wherever I put those big stripes, I'm going to keep the chalk out of there because I'm going to be doing that in colored pencil. Okay. And this goes very quickly, this part of the coloring. Get some yellow on the belly. Okay, now my next color I'm going to use is green. I'm going to save the blue for last. I'm not even going to change the paper towel. Watch. I'm going to go right into the green. And I'm going to put green. I'm going to have it overlap the yellow a little. Just remember, if you overlap all of the yellow, it will just disappear. Okay, let's get some green in here. I'm going to dip it in the green. This looks so awesome. And I think I'm going to come from green down to blue. So I'm going to do green in here, here a little green, there a little green. Blend it nicely. Looking good. And last but not least, again, I'm not even changing this because I went from light to dark. I'm going to go right into the blue. Oh, nice. Again, I'll overlap the yellow a little. I will never completely cover it because then it will just disappear.
Wow, Dr. Beck. That looks really cool.
Thank you.
Dr. Beck, eso luce asombroso.
Oh, muchas gracias. Oh, look at this, look at this. Again, you have to overlap, but not completely, or you'll lose the color. Look, I could go a little bit. Oh, gotta love art. Gotta love art. Now, once I get this all on, I'm gonna overlap a little here. Yes. And now I'm gonna take a look from far away. I could use a little bit in here, over here. Maybe in the mouth. Good. What's beautiful about using pastels is if you overlap, you could just erase it. Boom, gone. Boom, gone. Look at that. Easy. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I always go back to the lightest color I used. In this case, it's yellow, so I start with the lightest and end with the lightest. And then I do it and overlap the dark color a little. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's get a little around his eye. Now, I used these three colors. Everybody's iguana could be their own version of whatever colors you want to use. If you want to make it a pink, purple iguana, go ahead. Everybody's could be different. It doesn't have to look like mine. That's what makes us all special. Next, we're going to go to colored pencils. And I'm going to do this eye. I'm going to use this golden color in his eye. And then I'm going to go to a darker brown and give it a little two-tone in there. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. And of course the pupil is going to be black. And I'm going to leave a little tiny highlight in that pupil so it looks like a light's hitting it. I'm also going to get some color around the eye. And this is where you could start using whatever color you want into your iguana to accent the lines that you have. So I'm going to go in by this mouth area and add a little brown in here. In here I'm going to do a little brown. I'm going to do this in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this circle here and make it another color completely. Watch this. I'm gonna do it a nice turquoise. And because I love to use more than one color in a shape, I'm gonna go to a darker blue and give it a nice shadow around on the inside, on the edge. And remember, whenever we put two colors together with one being darker as an outside glow, it could never be lighter closer to the line. The darkest goes to that line that you made, and then the middle stays lighter. Look at this, it's beautiful. Okay, next, I'll take some more blue. Maybe I'll come in here with a little blue by the leg. And you could add scales if you want for this particular demonstration. I'm not gonna add any scales. And again, whatever color you wanna make this, have fun with color. Fun with color. Now, what am I gonna do for these stripes? Actually, I think I wanna go in with a little bit of a green here. Go right to that line if you wanna make it look like a glow in there. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. I'm overlapping that blue with the green. Nice. Don't forget the bottom of the belly. And don't forget the top. This is looking awesome. Now what color, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go crazy on this iguana. And I'm going to make these like little flames, like orange. Maybe a little bit of like a reddish color, let's see. And then red, yes. So now that I know what I want to do in there, I'm going to color all of these orange first. Beautiful, beautiful. They're going to look like flames on this iguana. And let's get the tips in a darker color. And when you overlap like that, you want to try to use an analogous color, which means a color which is next to that color on the color wheel. It makes a nice blend. So orange and red, yellow and orange, pink and purple, light blue, dark blue. And maybe down here I'll just change it up a little. Maybe I'll do it pink. Pink red, how's that? Because your iguana could be fun. You can make designs in there if you want. Look at how I do all of the middles first. And then I do the tips second.
Nice flames, Dr. Beck.
Thank you. Thank you. He's so cool.
Bonitas llamas.
Gracias. And last but not least, let's see. I'm feeling blue-green again, but in pencil. Let's do a different blue-green. Let's go with medium green. Medium green, so the tips stand out. And that's the beauty of doing art, is that you're in charge. You can make this look however you want to. If you were in a really, really bright mood, you could have made it pink, purple, yellow, orange. But I wanted to tone it down in the body a little, so I'm going to do a little blue-green in here. Okay, and then I really like this color in here. Again, try to work with two colors. I'm gonna go even a little darker. Oh, there we go. Now you see how that looks there? I don't like that, just so you know. I'm gonna keep moving and then come back because I need the lighter color. A lot of times, if something looks too outliney, you fix it with the lighter color that you're using. In this case, it would have been that green. So I'm gonna go back in here and make that darker. Okay. Okay. One more spot, one more spot, one more spot. I'm gonna go into this green here. And just throw a little of this in here, watch this. Didn't have enough color down there. Okay. And there we have it. Hope everyone had fun drawing the iguana today. And remember, be smart, include art. See you next time.